Hey, leaving your battery in your scope, people? Alright, whoever gave me this suggestion, and I got it, I think, from a few people. Good idea. So, the reason why I was doing this is I wasn't necessarily trying to knock it out. I was trying to loosen it up and just kind of vibrate. Maybe let the oils work in that I put in there. Somebody said, put it down like this, then do that and bang so the scope doesn't move. Well, that's a pretty good idea. I didn't really want to do that because I didn't want to bang the scope too much. However, if you notice, it's coming out. It's almost out. And for all the people that told me if you screw in there, it'll expand it and you'll never get it out. Well, I screwed it in. And it looks like it's coming out. So, for the voila, bigger hammer, I was hitting a little harder. Bingo bango. Wow, this was a tough, tough battery. Duracell, you ought to make this into a bullet. Because it's like freaking... And it doesn't even look that rusted, although it does have a lot of oil from all the crap I've been putting in there. And it's been saturating for all those days. So, that's what the old battery looks like. Let's take some of this out so we can get this out. Somebody be like, Rick, you can't hang on to that. It's going to slip and you'll never get it out. And because science and... Shut up, you freaking... No, I really appreciate all the help and advice. So, wow. Man, this was a... Hopefully, the second battery ain't as bad. Look at that. Who's the man? Who's your daddy, battery? Who's your daddy? Yeah, I am. Ooh, doggies. Yeah. So see, this part right here was skinning, and then a lot of people kept telling me also, just stick needle nose pliers. The most I could get the pliers in was right here. So I didn't have a lot to grab to grip it. And I mean, I put vice grip, I put all kind of crap, but this would just kind of bend and would tear off. And I was just whittling away at it. It would not give me enough strength to get it out. That's why that screw had to bite. Even though everybody told me that wouldn't do it because it would expand the battery. I don't think it was expanding the battery because I drilled it with different drill bits and I was pulling pieces out. And I put that wood screw in and drilled it and pulled pieces out. So it hollowed it out. So everybody that thought I just put the screw in a solid battery and it expanded it and I would never give it out. Well, either I didn't explain it right or you don't freaking listen. I'm going with the second choice. So, damn, that might be only one battery. Hang on. One. Oh, shit, man. There is another battery in there. See that little sucker way down in there? Now, someone else gave me a pretty good suggestion that said, if I have an old rail, I could put a rail in my vise and hook this to here, and that would have banged it. So that was going to be my second option if putting this down flat and tapping on it a little bit. So, who's the man? Now, will this screw... Oh, man. Not very much. That's going to be a toughie. But, and see this battery, I don't... Someone might be like, you didn't even try it. It might have fell out. Oh, shut up. It ain't going to freaking fall out. Are you kidding me? Again, I'm not tapping to make it come out. Somebody be like, you got to hit it harder. No shit. I don't want to tear up the battery. Okay. So, I'll have to spray some oil down there, like we did before, and it may take, you know, a couple days for it to seep down. And I really don't like screwing this into a battery. But, what the hell. We'll do it on TV. If it explodes, it'll be a pretty good video. Rick, that's dangerous. Shut up, you freaking little reporting to the YouTube crybaby. Man, I'm telling you, these freaking batteries are crazy. I go through metal easy with these. I'm talking about thick metal in the garage, angle iron, I mean some tough stuff. This chews right through it. These freaking batteries are tough. I don't know what the hell they make them out of. They're freaking made of kryptonite and shit. Amazing! And there's not even a freaking dent in that little sucker. Y'all see in there? Freaking crazy! I'm telling you, man, this has been like a huge enlightening experience. I think I have some epoxy here. Somebody was like, put epoxy in there and then squeeze it. I don't want to put epoxy in here because if it gets on the side, I'll epoxy it even harder to get it out. And this one doesn't even look that damn bad. I have no clue why it was stuck in there so hard. But it's a Duracell, so maybe Duracell will pay for any damage. Look, a lot of people were like, hey, the guy said, throw it away or destroy it. He didn't care. Send it to me, I'll take it. Send it to them. I wasn't doing this so I could get a free scope from the guy. He asked me to help him, so I'm trying to help him. So I don't want to like give up just so I can get a free scope, because that's not cool in my book. So I guess I'm going to have to go back to the drill bit, because it took a little bitty drill bit to get through the first one. So I'm going to have to hopefully get a drill bit in there. See how I got to go at an angle? Everybody was like, you need a longer drill bit. I can't get this straight. If it's straight, it comes on the side, which is why I can't get a long drill bit. Now, I could get closer, but I don't want to chew this up and screw up the battery. So it's just a delicate thing. I know a lot of people think that, man, you don't know what you're doing and you're screwing it up and you should just listen to me and I got all the freaking answers. But I'm telling you, why is my pliers so damn dirty and rusty? What's up with that shit? Look at that. That's dirty as hell. I'm embarrassed, man. My tools are like, dude, why you put us on YouTube looking like crap? Sorry. Man, this sucker's really dirty. All kind of. Woo! That's why I don't get anything done. See, I started with a battery, and now I'm cleaning my pliers. Because when I notice shit, if I don't deal with it, I'll forget it, and it won't get dealt with. So I learned when I find shit I got to deal with it, the problem with that is, I start one project, and 14 projects later, I'm still dealing with shit I found. But I digress. So one battery's out. The second one, I don't know if it's going to be as hard. This little brush ain't doing it. I'm going to need something a little bit more meatier. Some wire in here to get... Yeah, take that. Take that, rust bucket. Yeah. So, look at that. Clean as a baby's butt. Woo, doggies. Like a brand new pair of pliers. Shit, Daddy's got a new pair of pliers. Alright, I'll let you guys know how I get the other one out. I got some great suggestions. I appreciate it. Some dude had, like I said, the really good suggestion about putting it in a vise with a Picatinny rail, or my other buddy said screw a Picatinny rail onto a 2x4, then connect it to the Picatinny rail and put the 2x4 in a vise. And that will solid it up and make it, again, I don't want to be beaten on a sensitive piece of electronics with a huge freaking sledgehammer. So I know some people were either calling me a pussy for hitting it too light or pink panties or whatever the hell it was, but whatever. I was trying to work within the parameters that I don't want to screw this shit up. And I would like it to work when I get this battery out. Versus just saying, hey, I got the battery out, here's your shit, it don't work. So, that's where I'm at. Now I got my pliers clean. I'm not embarrassed to show them. They don't look all rusty like they did. Alright, I'm going to get a drill bit. See if I can get a drill bit started. Once I get a drill bit started, I'm going to go back in there with this little trusty screw and see if I can't. Is that thing smoking? Do y'all see that smoke coming out of there? Not hot. Wow. I thought I saw some smoke coming out of there. Man. What I might have to do too is if I got a long nail, have to hit a starter hole so the drill, because these things are so hard, when I put a drill, go try to drill a battery. You think I'm crazy, go get you a damn battery and try to drill through that sucker. It is freaking amazing. Now, if you go out there with a vise and you get a drill press and everything's just, it's only got one way to go, then it probably ain't that hard. But when you're trying to do it by hand with all this crap, this thing was a pain in my butt. Alright. So, it looks like we're, somebody said they looked this up and it only cost 300 bucks. Hey, I'm just telling you what the guy told me. He said he paid 800 for it. Maybe he got it when it was new and now it's 400 because they got better shit. You know how that goes. You buy shit. Well, this must be some sort of adjustment. I was like, shit, I hope I didn't loosen that. Must be a zoom. There's a switch. See, I'd like everything to keep working when he got it back. Versus looking like I shot it with a freaking gun. Saying, here, I fixed your shit. Here's your battery. Here's your battery back. Thanks. Hey, gun people. Alright, I'm back on this thing. So, I was able to get the one battery out. I think I got a slide in that video. I don't know if I posted it. It took me a while to get a drill into, I got a little tall drill bit and I put it at the very end. I thought for sure I was going to break it so I could keep the drill bit away. Got a little hole and then got this wood screw, went into the other battery. Now, in order to get the other battery out, I used this little rail that was already on here and I just put it in the vise. And then that gave me a little bit of hammer strength. So I'm going to try it on this battery. Well, this little hammer ain't working. I always want to go less on this because I know it's got components in there and I don't want to tear up the scope getting the battery out. And I didn't put it down. I don't want to ruin a rail either. So I know everybody's got all these easy suggestions for me to make this easy, but I'm telling you, there is a method to my madness of trying not to tear this up so bad. Oh, I guess I rattled the screws out of this, which is why all the great advice, just put it in a vise! Yeah, okay, how'd that work out? I got 3 screws now that just fell on the floor because they got rattled out. So again, this thing is just not as easy as everybody wants to make it out to be. I've got this freaking in the battery. And, I mean, it just doesn't want to come out. What a pain. I got one out. Figured this one would come out easier. There's the other battery that came out. I think I might have already showed that. I thought it would have been glued to, I don't know what the hell. And I sprayed, for over a day, I sprayed a bunch of everybody was telling me to use that contact cleaner, dissolver, corrosion thing that I did that video on the CRC. So I sprayed some of that down there, let it set. I think it made it easier to drill through. Oh, crap. So now what? Make sure these are tight. Could clamp this. Man, ain't nothing easy, let me tell you. Guess I can try this way again. That seemed to work on the other one. Maybe it will work on this one. And it doesn't look like it's moving. Maybe hammering it up and down, I'm thinking. See, I actually have movement, if you can hear that. But I don't think that's the battery moving. I think this is, the screw is moving inside the battery. Alright, here we go again. I got little crunchies and crystals coming out. Man, this battery ought to be like, whatever's holding this battery in ought to be freaking sold as freaking super glue. Oh, I thought it was going to come out once I got the screw and I go, oh, let me turn on the camera. It'll probably just pop right out. So much for that theory. Damn. And this is a long screw, but it's only in the battery maybe 2 or 3 turns. So I know everybody's going to be like, when you put that in there, you made the battery expand and it made it tighter, and that's why. Well, that's how I got the first one out. But anyway. Man, just trying to wiggle it and move it to try and get that battery just to break the contact. Freaking crazy, I tell you. Shit, I bent my damn pliers. And it ain't moved a damn inch. Crap! Well, there's a nice little O-ring right there. So moisture can't get in there and corrode your batteries. That's a nice little O-ring. Unless the freaking battery leaks from the inside. Oh, man! Alright, back to how I thought I was going to get this out, man. Oh yeah, somebody asked what that medicine was back there. So I had a couple old medicine bottles. I think that one on the right is from that girl. She told me she got it from a tractor, but I don't know if I believe her. But anyway, the reason why those pill bottles are there is I had baking soda in one and vinegar in the other. Because I brought that over to his house because he didn't have any vinegar or baking soda in order to try to get this out of his house before he just gave me the gun and the scope. So that's why those prescription meds are there. I'm not like taking meds. Like I said, that already cleared up from that tractor incident. Alright. Let's move on to getting this damn screw out. Damn tractor incident got me because I was trying to get that screw in. But anyway, that's a... Well, shit. That didn't work out as planned. So I went and put it on my bigger vise in the garage. And I just kind of clamped this little piece and I banged down. And this tube came out. Now there's still wires connected here. So I don't want to pull this all the way out. But if you look right there, I can see that battery. And I might be able to get one of my little dental tools in there by holding this so I don't rip out the wires. And I might be able to get that out. Let me see if I can maybe remove this screw. Oh crap, it's one of those starred. Because that will loosen up the... if I can unscrew this way or not. Yeah, shit, now it's going to be hard to unscrew it because this thing is going to want to spin. So once I get this out, I think I'm going to give it back to him and tell him take it to the factory, or send it to the factory, or he can toss it. I know a lot of you people are like, man, he don't want it, send it to me, I'll give it if he doesn't care. Look, he gave it to me to try and fix it. I'm going to either fix it or I'm going to give it back to him and let him dispose of it how he wants to. I thought for sure I could get something right in here with some leverage. Maybe a small screwdriver. Man, that battery is in there. I can't believe it. So, alright. If I make any progress, I'll do another one. Good grief, what a freaking disaster. I don't know if y'all saw that tube come out of there. So there's still 2 wires connected. So evidently that's how you get the tube out. And the wires, they must have planned that because the wires are long enough that they're still connected. So I'm thinking, as long as it didn't go down in the wires and down there, the factory can replace that tube. And I think that might be its best bet. Okay, so I got the screw out, and I went ahead and pulled it out to this little hole right there. And I put one of these screwdrivers in here like so, and I moved it back and forth trying to twist it out to create leverage on this hole. And it doesn't want, the battery doesn't want to bulge. So I don't want to tear up this tube. So I'm thinking his best bet, man, it's not giving. So his bet, and you can see the 2 little wires there. So I'm thinking they've replaced these tubes before. So this isn't the first time, or maybe they designed it pretty well. So I'm going to give this back to him just like so, and tell him I think his best bet is to send this back to the factory and have them replace this tube. They'll connect the wires, and then it doesn't appear that it leaked down in here. Looking at this tube, it looks pretty clean. So I don't want to do any more damage to it. I'm going to give it back to him like that and let him send it back if he wants to. If he tells me that he doesn't want it, then I'll do some sort of giveaway or something if somebody wants it. I'll have you bid on it for like a donation to some charity or something. And then once you send me proof you gave to a charity, I'll send it to you. Alright, so shit, that's the end of the battery saga. Man, and I'm glad that's over. He wants me to come to his house when I bring this back because he can't get his suppressor connector on one of his guns off. I think he either put it on too tight or he rusted it. He didn't put a little anti-seize on there, but we'll see if we can't fix that when we get to his house. Well, in that there, y'all have a good one.